Right, if you're a regular, you know all this, but I'm Guy Kesterman. Been a professional mountain bike and kit tester for over 25 years. And today, it's another random test selection, including these unspeakably unpleasant length Scott Gravel shorts. I've got a Scott Gravel jersey underneath. I've got new Mavic shoes, old Schwalbe Wicked Wheel tyres, and I'm on the Scott Spark World Cup Axis bike, which is just a joy as ever. But it's just going to be just heading down through Stainburn, the back entrance. I've come up on the road for speed, and because when you got full lockout and your bike weighs 10 kilos unladen, it's not really an issue. So yeah, gonna meet up with Neil and Amy and give all this stuff a, well, certainly a good initial thrashing around the trails up here. So keep checking in. So in an unexpected development, I've had my bike stolen by Amy, who's strongly considering a Spark, and I don't blame her, and so figured it was only fair to let her go on this. So I'm on Amy's slightly diminutive Trek Superfly hardtail, about to hit some Stainburn tech. Oh, so yeah. Sorry, it's a Pro Caliber, not a Superfly. No shotgun shock here anywhere, is there? Sorry, Miss Henshaw. Yeah. Don't need to upset her, she's going to punch me anyway.
Cheeky.
True. 4th in elite at the last nationals. With, how long have you been riding, you swine?
2 years.
2 years, 4th in elite. It's not fair. No fair, Mum. Right, let's go die. Oh, it's got one. Yeah. How very modern. Right, what are we doing? What descent do you want to try on that? Hey?
Right here.
Yeah.
Straight right.
Yeah. Okay.
Front axis, pretty amazing.
Yeah. I have not ridden hardtail in a while. Whoa, hello. Especially one with proper XC angles. Actually, do you know what? Because it's so steep angled, actually turns in really well down there, and it's short, so it's manoeuvrable as ever. Maybe we've just been getting it wrong all this time. It'd be nice to have a fork though, rather than just something that looks like a suspension fork and really doesn't behave like one. Yes, go on, Pro Cal. I am your London F, but older and older, and not in love with a superstar downhiller. Way! You!
I think you lost the phone, Guy.
Hey, car! Whoa, race car on the front. Come on, little Reba. Actually, no, I think it might be an OGC. It's quite funny. Most of this bike is actually an old XC hardtail of mine. It's my old white 29er XC bike. So maybe 2012, maybe 2011. But yeah, old NV riser bars. That must be about a 720mm ride. That fork's definitely the OG in there. So, and I actually had some SRAM signature brakes on it, which have only just died. Please let me catch these hope boots. That would be so funny. Oh, I'm not going to try doing that. That leaves me a bit of time, but because it's small though, it's quite nippy. Don't worry lads, you crack on. I don't want to ride this for any longer than I have to.
Wow, that's cool. You go so fast around those corners.
Yeah, well that's why I kind of wanted you to try it.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Right, so Amy, quick first ride review.
It's got so much more to give than I was giving it. But wow, it just sticks into the berms like glue.
Compared to a vintage Volvo rally car?
Oh wow.
More MX-5?
No, I think it's got more to the Volvo. It's predictable. Yeah. You know it's going to stay there.
Fair enough, yeah. Progressive geometry on a race bike is Volvo approved by Amy. This is turning out to be wonderfully random. Oh, back on the spark now. Feels so good. Across this random jank. Especially when you know, so light and powerful coming out the far side. Even with the heavier Wicked Wheel tyres on, they definitely feel like a trail tyre rather than a race tyre. Come off Ardent Race is kind of a barely there tread, really. That's what's stock on this bike. It's kind of almost an old school motocross design, but with a lot of siping and a really good aggressive side knob as well. So really impressed so far. Decent weight. I think around 800 grams in this 2.4. Addict speed compound, which is a nice balance of grip and roll. Super ground carcass feels good. It's not as heavy as the Super Trail, which is basically an enduro carcass now. So I reckon probably move one of these onto the front of my pace. Take the Hans Dampf off, certainly for summer. A bit shallower, a bit faster, but with just as much cornering grip. Sounds a plan to me. But I'll be interested, I'll do a roll against the knobby nick first, because that's always quicker than you expect. I wish I'd had the camera on just a second ago for one of the faster sections, start of everything here, because I've been hitting that a lot recently on much larger travel bikes. And do you know what? This turned inside harder. I'd be surprised if it was even faster and smoother. This bike, just every time I ride it, not had time to ride it recently, every time I got on it, it's just so quick and yet so capable. As Amy says, it just feels really, really planted and right. That means you can proper rally it hard. Hello. And while that all-in-one bar and stem is pretty narrow, and you've got, you know, downturn stem effectively. It feels weird at first, but it's amazing how quickly I always get into it, and actually I really like the kind of pure racer vibe on it. Plus it means you can get through sections like that and only slightly clip your bars. Actually broke the grips on that one last time, so I figured it would fit this time. Trail modifications in progress. But it's so quick-witted when you're through the tight stuff. Just awesome. And then even if fully open, picks up the power, drives on, traction is excellent. You got that 100mm dropper to keep you mobile over the bike without excess weight, because it's just a on-off, it's not an incremental. Oh, look, every time I ride this, or to be fair, anytime anyone else rides this bike, they just always come away blown away by it. And if you really want a hack, if you're not fussed about having the shock hidden away, bold style, then there's very little difference between this and the previous Spark, kinematically or in handling. And the frame on that is actually lighter. So if you're pure racing, not sure Scott will thank me for saying this, but try and find one of the older Sparks, because frankly you can have a devil of a job finding one of these for sale, because they have been righteously popular, and it's fully deserved. Always a joy. I'm actually really keen to ride on the cheap ones, almost as an upgrade project. See if I can get one of the entry-level carbon ones, or even the alloy, because Scott alloy's really cheap and good value normally too. Oh, yes, yes, World Cup. Spoiling me today. Okay, so bike, glorious. Tyres, very impressive, not super quick. Definitely feel like a fast trail tyre, not an XC tyre. Mavic shoes, great sole, good shoe plate. Cleat slots are far too short for much adjustment, and the single boa dial comes loose really easily, but that's been the case for a while now on Mavic shoes. Scott gravel kit actually feels really good, but the length of the legs, all right, definitely needs, well, it's just not terribly English, is it? Or American, but then again, you know, they're not in the way, are they? And to be fair, oh, one thing, I lost my phone out the back pocket of this jersey, which isn't great. So, luckily Neil spotted that and picked it up. Otherwise I'd have lost my phone. So that's not good, but it sits really well in these cargo bib shorts that I'm wearing underneath. So, quick sign off, thanks to Giro. Sorry I'm only wearing your gloves today. Thanks to PTs, thanks to Crud. Thanks to my Patreon supporters subscribing to the channel. Makes it a lot easier to justify time on the bike testing and filming, and helps the channel grow. So, if you like what I'm doing, subscribe on Patreon and get exclusive, early and ad-free videos as a result, as a thank you even. But yeah, subscribe, click for notifications, give this thumbs up, like, and let me know if you kind of like these completely random, jankily filmed, probably finger and thumb in the way nonsense rides, or whether you like something more formal with a proper clickbait title and some thought put into it. Happy to mix it up, people. Just let me know in the comments, and if you want any more details on any of the things I'm riding on today, then shout about that too. Thanks for your time. I'm home to get told off for being out too late. Ta-ra!